Welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Live Duel. Today we have Exosisters versus Spright, with Spright being on the left and Exosisters being on the right. Once again, this is part of the 3v3 here, so you might see a little bit of with some people like chiming in and stuff like that, but we're going to see a high roll here. We're going to see Spright's going to decide who's going to go first here. And it looks like they're going to choose to go first. So we're going to see a normal summon of the Beaver. Activate the Beaver effect here. Sending out another Beaver. Sorry about the weird camera angle. I don't like it either. Gigantic Sprite's going to be activated. Summoning out the Swap Frog. Swap Frog is going to send the Rodent. Sending a Swap Frog. Summoning out the Elf here. Summoning back the Swap Frog. And then Swap Frog is going to send the Rodent Totem. Interesting that he chose to do the Swap Frog first. Banishing the Swap. Summon out the Rodent. Rodent, overlay with Swap to summon out the Elf. Set 1 and pass. Pretty standard board, nothing extreme there. All made without any of Spright monsters, so maybe that tells you he doesn't have any Spright monsters in hand. We're going to see a Mystic Mind being activated here. And that's going to be changed to Toad. Toad's effect is going to take and steal it. Toad's going to activate as well. He's getting back the Swap Frog. We're going to see a Pack being activated here. Did he not have back the Swap Frog? That's definitely a misplay. We're going to see, Pack making them take 8. Searching for the Martha. Martha effect's going to activate, picking it up, raiding it. To summon out an Elise from deck. Then we're going to see Gigantic here summoning back the Totally Awesome. And they're both going to activate their effects here. He's like, what? Be able to overlay with both of them here. We're going to see a McAllis being made, as well as the gun made. So you see sword and gun being made. Making sure he reads all of them. I have to read them every time I see them too. Enter battle phase here. We're going to attack into the Toad. And then attack once again is going to get Imperm there. He's going to take it and steal it. And I believe that's a pass. Swap Frog effect is going to add back. Here we're going to see a Sophia, I believe. The glare there is a little bit too much. Something with the Elise from hand. Going for, I can't even tell which one that is, unfortunately. That's the Spear one there. Here they're just explaining what the Swap does. Or not Swap, but Toad does there. And so the Imperm is not being activated. They're imperming that instead, because Toad can negate. Okay, I'm confused myself, but see Terraform be activated. They're not actually doing the that whole summoning thing. They were under the completely different impression that the activate effect was not there. So we're going to summon that out. That's going to summon out the Elise. So they chained Ash Blossom there. I'm summoning out this time this field. Activating the effect, summoning out the Martha. Or getting Martha. We're going to overlay with these two going in for the rank 8. Activating its effect, swapping it out. Or showing what it can do, I guess. See Martha in hand as well as a Velatus with the Necro Valley on the field. You guys can't see the Necro Valley, unfortunately. Bad camera angle. I did not have a good week for recording. Entering the battle phase and attacking. Being able to attack twice over the 2 monsters. We see Dark Ruler No Board being activated here. No damage this turn. Activating the Mystic Mine and passing. Being beat by your own Mystic Mine here. Change the level 8 or the rank 8 into a defense position and pass. We're going to see a pass once again. Back to the Exosister player. And we're going to see a pass, draw for turn, and it looks like we're going to set one and pass. Okay, the Exosister player's turn again. Passing. We have 2 set. Making sure they're reading the card, making sure they know what they're doing, Spright can't really push for game, I don't think. But they are able to, do a lot of damage. You'll see Mystic Mine being set over the other Mystic Mine. Or maybe that's Trickster late stage. I know he's playing the spell version. Here's going to banish. We didn't get to see what it is, unfortunately. But Triple Tag Talons here. Going to be able to draw 2. If he does take, he could switch to attack position, and deal heavy damage here. But looks like we're going to be waiting for an activation here. I wonder what he needs to draw. We're going to see Ash Blossom being activated, making him not able to draw 2 cards. What can be so bad in his hand? And almost summoning a Beaver, activating the effect here. We're going to be a chain, summoning out that one. Reading the Necro Valley there, making sure that, they know what's going on. And then just passing. I thought, there's no way. Summon out the Jet here, activating the Jet. I was like, there's no way they could pass. Sorry about these videos not being the best quality lately. I can only do what I can do with what I work with, right? This angle is horrible, not the player's faults. You're working with not much space with a 3v3. I'll try to get some better recording on Wednesday done, so you'll see some better posts on Saturday and stuff like that. But unfortunately, we have to make do what we got to do. We're going to search for smashers here off the Jet. Summoning out blue effect's going to activate. And then we're going to, is that negating it? Chaining smashers here, wanting that blue to resolve. I do not blame them. They're not activating these smashers, they're showing the smashers there. And these are both relatively new players. The player on the left is back into the game after a long time, as well as the player on the right, actually. But the player on the right was playing way back when, GOAT format and stuff like that. So, not the best players, but you can't always be like that, right? Gotta start somewhere. These duels are great for stuff like that, and they're both playing good decks. We're going to see Swap Frog being summoned here. Sending I believe that was Rodent Totem. There's lots of options here to overlay. Reading the Exosister cards, they do a lot. Going for a Sky Cavalry here. Still enter battle phase and attack. Now I have to read Sky Cavalry. It does bounce, by discarding at the end, by detaching. Effects can activate, detaching one, bouncing it. I'm still having that trap, though. I believe if it's Vladis, it will summon out monsters. So still having a problem on the field. We're going to overlay into the Zeus here. I guess they're not playing the Downard. Or they don't want to waste a Downard over, I guess. But, another one of your monsters, you have to destroy something, you do get to activate the effect here. We're going to see Swap bounce back the Beaver. And Vladis being activated during the end phase. Summoning out the purple as well as the the yellow. We're going to see, or not yellow, the blue. We're going to see Zeus being activated here, you know, just sending everything. It's going to be draw for turn. So we're going to see the purple being summoned and then being able to summon out the Elise here. Drawing one card as well. Very, very good. Explaining what they do. I believe this is a player on the left. The first time they've activated, they've actually ever seen a Exosister monster. But here we're gonna see an overlay of choosing their target. They're gonna go for the, I believe that sword. Searching for the spell. Spell is really cracked. I played against it, and you know, able to like stop their own Mystic Mind. Kind of crazy. And under battle phase and attacking. Or popping it, not attacking into it. My bad. Here we're going to activate Pot of Desires here. You know, banishing 10, the draw 2. It looks like it's going to resolve here. And here we're going to enter battle phase and attack. And we're going to set one card and pass. Looking at the card once again, you know, making sure they know what it is doing. I do not blame them at all. These kind of cards, they do a lot of stuff, right? Especially like, just going to normal summon the Beaver. Activate the Beaver effect. You're going to Chain Returnia. It's going to get banished. And then, you know, Beaver's going to get summoned here. But, you know, they are able to... I don't think they're able to pop the Beaver. We're going to activate Starter here, you know, paying some life points. Getting out the blue effect's going to activate. Searching for, looking at his Brandish and his graveyard, you know, searching for a Jet here. Jet's going to be able to special summon himself, activating the effects, getting I believe another starter. Here we're going to link away into the Elf here. And, you know, Elf is not a great card versus Exosisters. Let me tell you that. Able to summon back the Toad here. You know, that is a great card versus Exosisters, but unfortunately, you know, it has the graveyard effects. We're going to see an overlay for Gigantic here, making it 32. Activating the effect here, detaching. Going for a Pixies on field, you know, being an honest as well is huge. Then we're going to see a Banish, summoning out the Rodent Toad, and we're going to overlay here for a Cat Shark. Cat Shark effect is going to be able to activate. And it's just going to be game there. So here we're going to see Exosister scoop it up. You know, taking the game 1 loss. I'm not too sure if they could have done something differently there, you know, being able to, I definitely think it could have been anyone's game there, but that's just game 1, right? We're going to see game 2 and game 3, hopefully, and we'll see what happens. I'm not too familiar with the Exosister strategy myself. I mean, I do have great friends like Brian. Shout out to Brian, and of course, shout out to Ben, who's playing right now. They're both great friends of mine who do play Exosisters. I just, I don't really like the deck personally. I think it's just like a, you know, Flanderies with skirts on. Please don't hate me, boys. But like, yeah, it's a cool strategy. It definitely like has its perks and stuff. But I just, not my style, you know. Yes, slide the mat over more so I can see more of the cards. Yeah, part of cloth mats, like the lighter ones, they move a lot. so you have to be careful about that. We're just going to see some siding in here, you know? Some siding in, some siding out. If you guys want to see like some like, I mean, I might do I think I'm going to do a tier, not tier from scratch, but Albaz from scratch is going to come back soon with probably tier. But we're going to do like a tier basic learning strategy. So we're going to take tier from nothing and just explore the different things you could do with it. And we could do it as well for Spright if you guys are looking for it, but you know, all depends what you guys need. So we're going to see Exosister going to go first here. We're going to see a normal summon and special summon out of the Elise, being able to overlay into the sphere here. Not sphere, the spear. Activates effect here, you know, summoning, getting the Martha, summoning out the Elise. Going for, I believe, sword. This glare is horrible. You know, attaching the Elise to summon out, or to get out the Returnia, I believe. It has an upstart as well as a Desires. It's a Desire, I know that. The Desire is going to activate, you know, banishing 10 for a cost. Draw 2 is going to be fine. And lots of cards in hand here. We're going to see an activated effect, you know, summoning out the level 8, the Ash Blossom, Call by the Grave, and anti-spell set as well. Set the call by 2. Doesn't set the call by, setting the call by. So yes, you know, Call by the Grave, Ash Blossom. During standby phase, activating anti-spell. Insane. You know, no Spright starter. No, I mean, if they chain it, they can chain it right now. But, you know, most likely not going to. You know, no Desires, no TTT, no Dark Ruler, no more, no Lightning Storm. Just like cards like that, like, you know, crazy blowout cards they can't activate doing the anti-spell. I personally don't think anti-spell should be legal. Screw anti-spell. That card's just insane. Just showing what the level 8 does here. We're going to activate, going to battle phase, activating the Evenly here. Oh, what's going to happen here? He's going to just banish. They all get banished face down. You know, he doesn't get to see what they are. So, you know, unfortunately, like, you know, oh, so he is banishing them face down, keeping the Magnifica on the field here. He does still have an Ash Blossom. You know, he has Ash Blossom as well as Magnifica. See a Change of Heart. That was another card you couldn't have activated beforehand. Activate Lightning Storm here. Destroying it. Activating the Light Stage. It's going to get Ash Blossomed here. You know, I think he still has Change of Heart in hand. I'm not too sure. Going to pass turn here. We're going to see a normal summon of the one in red and attack. I think that's Stella, but I'm not quite sure. Not doing too much. We're going to see a Swap Frog effect. Activating the Swap Frog. Oh, no. We're going to see some Exosisters in live in action. Sending Rodenttoad, I believe. We can't see it. We're going to summon out the Carrot overlay into the Gigantic, but here we are locking both players into level 2s. So Stella cannot activate here. It's seeming blue summoning out, you know, getting Jet effect's going to activate. Probably getting out these Smashers. She don't start her here instead. I guess not worried at all about the board. Being able to push for damage is probably better. Activating starter here, going for the red. And it does not look too good here for Exosisters. You're going to see a starter going into for the Stella, and then attacking for, I believe it's like 3,000 damage, something like that. Going for the elf here, activating the elf effect. Looking at the graveyard. Going with the swap effect, and then, just going to scoop it up there, seeing an Ash Blossom. you know. Unfortunately, here Spright gets a 2-0. They were able to just beat that board. They had Lightning Storm evenly matched. Stuff like that just happens in the game, right? So we see a 2-0 there. Hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.